Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. Today we're going to do this format. Yes, it's a little bit different, not permanent, but we're going to just do this for today, okay? So I was already cleansing here and said a quick prayer. So I'm ready, actually cleared the space with the bells as well, and I'm ready to just get right into things, okay? Before we do that, I do want to thank everyone for all you guys do. Everything, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, which are free. Everything you do is greatly appreciated, and I just want you all to know that, okay? So the first card that we have here is grandparent, elder. So there could be a grandparent involved in something here. This is giving me, a grandparent that, they were basically around when photographs were still in the black and white. So that may be something significant here. There may be a black and white wedding photo that's of significance. Okay, so we have down the rabbit hole, strategy, and accomplice partner in crime. Let's just get two more. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest white light. What else does the collective need to know for their highest good? All right, two more came right out here. We've got, they got it wrong. Go back, wrong way. Somebody could be seeing a sign here, the sign that they went the wrong way. Someone could be getting notifications from their ancestors, their angels that are perhaps a grandparent. All right, let's get some clarification here. I'm really interested to find out what this down the rabbit hole is. Somebody definitely went the wrong way after perhaps going down the rabbit hole with some sort of research or something. All right. Somebody could be seeing the sign now. They could be realizing that they strategized with someone in a way that's making them an accomplice or a partner in something. Let's find out what. Trying to get these to face in your direction so you can see them. All right. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell us about this grandparent elder. Somebody, excuse me, 100% knew better here. This could be a grandparent or an elder, or the way somebody handled a grandparent or an elder. Somebody 100% knew better in this situation. Ooh, want you homeless? Oh my goodness. Grandparent or an elder. Now, this doesn't have to necessarily be a grandparent. I'm taking it as it is, but it could be somebody that's an elder who had malicious intent. Perhaps when it came to you. This could be a grandparent or a parent even with this elder. Greedy family. Y'all, what? Someone in your family or someone's family here was greedy. A greedy family had malicious intent. They wanted you homeless and they 100% knew better. Ooh, we have foreclosure. A greedy family could be getting some sort of foreclosure here when it comes to a home that was a grandparent or an elder's. You know what I'm getting, collective, is that somebody wanted you homeless. Excuse me. Somebody doesn't want this message out. Somebody could have wanted you homeless. This was malicious intent. They did this because they wanted perhaps to keep a home that was left by a grandparent or an elder. So they wanted you to look, if this is your reading, they wanted you to look as though you could not handle your own home, whether this was a home, a standalone house, an apartment, a condo, whatever the case is. You being homeless was a way for them to get perhaps a home. Let's see. Tell me about this rabbit hole. We have the initial P, first, middle, or last. Could be involved. You could have a parental figure who has the initial P, first, middle, or last. Protected by angels. So you could be protected by angels from somebody with the initial P. Or you're being protected by angels when it comes to someone who knew better. Trying to break up your new relationship. So somebody wanted you homeless. Wow, y'all. I can't believe that my voice is doing this. Somebody wanted you homeless. They also wanted to, or tried to, break up a relationship. But you're being protected by angels. Court date. Someone with malicious intent has a court date for 3 to 6 months. That could be the same person who was trying to break up your relationship. They could have had something to gain by you not being in a relationship and you being homeless, right? It might have been like the first step to making you homeless was to break up your relationship. Somebody had something to gain by you not being able to have a relationship or being homeless. This was malicious by greedy family members. Now, I do want to just also say that these readings are for entertainment purposes only, okay? And one part of the reading may resonate, another part may not, and that is completely okay. Also, please use your discernment when watching tarot, any tarot reading, all right? Tarot should be confirmation or clarification to something you are already aware of. If this is feeling completely foreign to you, you are feeling paranoid or feeling fear, then this reading is not for you. Because if you are already aware of this situation that's coming out, this is going to be confirmation and it's going to be welcomed information, all right? So you're being asked to call back your energy at this time from this greedy family. Regret what they did with these unjust actions, lies, and control. So somebody is regretting what they did. This could be greedy family. Tell me about strategy. Phone call. Somebody had a strategy here they knew 100% better for. Something about a phone call. Somebody could have been strategizing on a phone call, trying to checkmate someone. This could have to do with a king or a queen. This could be, a mother, a father. It doesn't have to be, but it could be a mature person here. You have God targeting you because they think you're alone. But you have God, you have your divine team. So these people are strategizing, thinking that you're alone. And they don't realize that, see, this is the thing, is truly God-fearing people that believe in the Most High. They believe in, they're very spiritual in nature. They know that you, me, they are never alone, okay? So people who are doing these types of things clearly don't believe. So they're targeting you and your new relationship, trying to break up a new relationship perhaps, trying to make it so you're alone, trying to get you to be homeless and alone. This was a strategy. Somebody could have spoken these words about this strategy over the phone. We have store employee. So there could be somebody who worked in a store that has a court date in the next 3 to 6 months for something they did with malicious intent. You're so protected. There's a very clear theme here that you are protected, collective. We've got ancestors, angels. We have grandparent, elder. I'm really getting that there's someone here. You could even have a grandparent or an elder that is watching over you. So you're so protected. Call back your energy. Words mean things, okay? Speak these words out loud. Say, I am so protected. Pray to the Most High or whatever it is that you believe in, and call back your energy specifically from a greedy family. Whether this is your family or another's family, you know, there are situations where there's other people and they work with their families to do things and they're greedy. So this doesn't necessarily have to be your family, but it could be, especially with grandparent and elder here, okay? Tell me more about strategy. Positive changes coming in for you. So you could be working on yourself, collective. You could be making sure that your life is what you want it to be. And this is why positive change is coming in for you. And this is why someone is regretting what they did. They're seeing some sort of positive change come in for you, and they're worried about a foreclosure happening here. Just mix these up a little bit here. All right. Tell me about accomplice, partner in crime. Or I keep saying accomplice, partner in crime, but it just says accomplice, partner. So my bad. Okay, we have pictures. There could be pictures of an accomplice, a partner working together here. There could be phone calls and pictures regarding something when it comes to a strategy. F, somebody with the initial F, first, middle, or last, could be an accomplice to something or a partner. To P, we have the letter P out here still. PF, cycle is closed. So this cycle of somebody wanting you homeless and trying to break up your relationships could be closed now, or this cycle between this accomplice and this partner is closed. Somebody could have been trying to get pictures or something on you. We have PFU. Interesting. Somebody could be like saying like, F you, I'll take as many pictures of you as I want, or some weird thing like that. Tell me about accomplice, please. Depressed. So there could be a store employee here that's depressed because they have a court date coming up for their malicious intent. Tell me more about this accomplice. It's a lot of letters. So these are initials that could be involved with this or be partners. FUI. Something about a UI, a user interface. I don't know. Mind dream manipulation. If you're dreaming about somebody here specifically, maybe multiple dreams about one particular person, they may be showing up in your dreams, or several people could be showing up in your dreams. This could be the people who are involved in this, but there's some sort of mind or dream manipulation or energy manipulation. Or, this could be dream manipulation. This could be manipulation of the mind, or trying to manipulate the energy that is here to make someone depressed. A Pisces. Someone could be trying to depress a Pisces. Or someone's trying to manipulate a Pisces energy. All right, one more for accomplice. Somebody could have partnered with someone to get pictures on a Pisces. We have the letter Q. There's a lot of letters here just for this one column here. Tell me about accomplice. One more card. LLC, set up a business in your name. Somebody could have set up a business in a Pisces name, or somebody is regretful for setting up a business in someone's name. Somebody could have set up a business in your name in order to make it go down, so they could also be like, oh, see, the collective can't have a relationship. They can't handle relationship. See, the collective can't handle having a home. The collective cannot handle having a business. Look how irresponsible the collective is. Somebody worked with others to do this. Tell me about wrong way. Go back. They got it wrong. Mental illness. So someone could have said that someone has a mental illness and they got this wrong. Whatever the case is, somebody was saying this about you and it was not true. Now, they knowingly or unknowingly lied about this. Yeah, you're destined for greatness. You don't have a mental illness. So somebody doesn't like that you are destined for greatness. So they were trying to break up a new relationship and wanting you homeless. I say this in a lot of my readings, but I just do not understand what people are thinking when they involve themselves in other people's lives, play God in other people's lives. It's just shocking to me. Trust in the divine collective. There is a lot of information coming out here about angels, ancestors, protection, trusting in the divine. You could be like, I'm not depressed. This was malicious. Whatever this person did here, it was so malicious and wrong. We have a doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist. Somebody could have tried to manipulate. Okay, someone said you had a mental illness. They could have even reached out to a doctor collective and manipulated them. This person could be a store employee that had malicious intent. Now they're going to court in the next 3 to 6 months for what they did. They got this wrong. Somebody could have tried to send a Pisces to a psychologist, doctor, psychiatrist, or a Pisces did this to another. This could have been greedy family that did this to a Pisces, or a Pisces greedy family member. We have evil stepmother. Now, this could actually be a mother as well. This is just speaking of a mother energy being evil, okay? Doesn't have to be a stepmother energy. You could have a real mother that's in this evil stepmother energy. Doesn't appreciate you, doesn't show you any kind of love, doesn't care about what they do to hurt you. It's evil. So you could be a Pisces, and this could be your evil stepmother who's greedy. I just heard greedy as F. And I just also heard there was plenty to go around. I don't know what that means, but there was plenty to go around. And this person, we have pharmacy. So there's something here about an evil stepmother or mother doing something here with a doctor. To say perhaps you have mental illness, and perhaps doing something with pharmaceuticals or reaching out to a pharmacy or something like that. Wow. All right, let's get this final column of cards from this deck, and then we're going to move on. All right, tell me about angels, ancestors. Okay, something about ring camera footage. Somebody could have, there could be pictures or ring camera footage of someone. This could be, wow, collective. Someone could be coming by on your ring camera doing some weird effery. This is perhaps to break you down mentally. There could have been a phone call between other people here that were working together, that they wanted to get someone's mental health in or cause some sort of mental health issues for another, for perhaps yourself, trying to keep you quiet. So now this cycle is closed out. Someone could be doing something on a ring camera in order to keep you quiet. Your angels, your ancestors, your guides, the Most High is giving you some sort of message here. And someone's getting karma. Someone could be depressed because they're getting karma. They know what they did was malicious, and now they're going to court for it. This person could be a store employee or an ex-store employee who's depressed. Okay, give me one more for angels, ancestors. So what goes around comes around with this karma card. There could also be a Leo involved. With it says strength, and the strength card in tarot is also a Leo. So word manipulation magic. So someone could be, okay, yeah. Someone did something manipulative with a doctor here, specifically a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Your angels, your ancestors saw this. L, somebody with the initial L, first, middle, or last, either is an ancestor or this person who did this manipulation with a doctor, their first, middle, or last initial is L. Cover up. So now this evil stepmother is trying to cover something up that they did with a doctor, something manipulative, some sort of lie about your mental illness. They know now that they got something wrong, and now they're worried about being charged. I just heard gossip. Wow. So whoever this mother is, they must just not have enough on their schedule. Like maybe they need to have a job. Maybe they are retired and they have nothing else to do. I have no idea, but I can't imagine I just don't understand why people do these things. Tell me more about angels, ancestors, and cash. Whew, so someone it could be giving someone cash to cover something up. Somebody could have paid for something at a pharmacy with cash, and now they regret what they did. On the bottom of the deck, we have criminal record. All right, so this person may be ending up with a criminal record for what they've done. All right, let's use this one. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell me about grandparent, elder. We have substitute and slave. This says impersonator or scapegoat. So somebody could be trying to make you walk like a tightrope. We have slave, oppression, struggle. So this person 100% knew better when they tried to make you struggle. They tried to oppress you, to make you the scapegoat. They may have even impersonated you, collective. Wow. This was great. Oh, goodness. Somebody could be like flipping out about something. Tell me about this down the rabbit hole. What happened here with down the rabbit hole? Werewolf, transformation, full moon, beast, howling, and afterlife. So somebody could have been saying something about you. Somebody went down the rabbit hole when it comes to something that was going on with the afterlife. You could be protected by angels. You could talk to angels. You could have a, you know, like, you could have your angels on, like, what's the word? On auto, not auto dial. Sorry, my age is showing now. On speed dial. You could have your angels, your ancestors on speed dial. And you don't hide this. You could literally speak to them. You have a really close relationship to them. And somebody was trying to say, like, something weird or slanderous about you having a connection to the afterlife. So if, let's say, you do some type of divination, somebody got something really wrong here. And they were trying to say your connection with the afterlife meant you were like some crazy person, mentally ill beast here. And now this person is regretting what they did. They lied. This could have been a form of trying to control something like a home. Tell me more about down the rabbit hole. Home. Whoa, you guys, what? Homeless again. Somebody wanted you bankrupt. They wanted you wandering the streets in solitude, unemployed, hungry. Wow. One more for down the rabbit hole, please. Yeah. This could be greedy family that originated this whole situation. This person was the founder of this. They could be the one that tried to break up a relationship with you. All right, tell me about this strategy, Holy Spirit. This founder could be the one that's getting this court date. This founder could be malicious. The founder could be a store employee, a Leo. Invisible person. Somebody wanted you to be unseen. Their strategy was to isolate you, to hide you, to make it seem like you're just unseen. Like nobody wanted, this person didn't want anyone to see you out doing normal things. They wanted to isolate you on purpose so that way they could go along with this narrative. They could have spoke about this over the phone. This could be what got them caught. They wanted people to just look right through you. They didn't want people to actually see any sort of substance. Tell me more about strategy. Devil. So, yeah. This was some type of a cunning betrayal here by someone. This could be a Capricorn that's involved as well. There could be a phone call between this store employee and a Capricorn, or this devilish energy that you are protected from. Both of them could be having a court date soon. we have cowboy. There could also be somebody who is a cowboy or would consider themselves a cowboy or did consider themselves a cowboy at one time, or somebody who even likes cowboy movies or wears like cowboy boots. There's two people here. Three: store employee, devil, and cowboy. That went on an adventure together here. This was a challenge to, they could have brought a whole envoy of people into the situation. All right, tell me about accomplice. What do we need to know about this accomplice? We have butcher, ruthless, cruel, oppressive tyrant. Somebody was trying to slaughter someone, like literally take them out, make them depressed, manipulate something here to make someone depressed. So this ruthless individual is an accomplice or a partner to the situation. Ooh, gravedigger. Trying to bury someone. Okay, this is speaking of burying someone with manipulation to make them depressed. Somebody could be coming to someone's business and creating a problem. Ooh. Coexist, a reverse side and the other side. Someone could be saying something about the other side. Someone could be acting out of their shadow, or somebody wanted a Pisces to act out of their shadow side. Or there's something here about coexisting with the other side. This could be something someone did not think of. That we all coexist with the dark and light, technically. Traveler, adventure, experience, long journey, seeker of horizons. This could have been a long journey, collective. This has been going on for a long time, and you're being, again, asked to call back your energy. You are so protected. Call back your energy specifically from a greedy family. Whether this is your family or another family, I'm really picking up it's probably your family. All right, tell me about this. They got it wrong, mental illness. Ally. You could have support. Or somebody thought that they had the support of a doctor. This evil stepmother. Someone got something wrong within this partnership about mental illness. You're actually destined for greatness. One more for they got it wrong. Whistleblower. So there could be a whistleblower ally that you have, collective, that is coming through for you. They're exposing something. You know what's interesting is there could be a Capricorn here that was part of this betrayal, but now they're whistleblowing. They could be an informant. Someone could be an informant here. Even could be this doctor who's whistleblowing. We have detective and avenger. So this detective, oh my goodness, is unveiling the truth about this avenger. And perhaps whistleblowing on this evil stepmother. The truth is being unveiled about this evil stepmother who's got hatred, who's plotting. This detective wants to resolve this. You could have nothing but bad memories with this evil stepmother. All right, tell me about angels, ancestors. betrayal, deceit, disloyalty, conspiracy, broken bonds. So your ancestors, your angels are seeking, your angels, your ancestors are seeing the deceit, the betrayal by someone who 100% knew better, that was trying to make you look invisible to others, wanted you homeless, wanted your relationships to end before they even started. Now, someone who conspired here is trying to keep you quiet by doing some bullshit on a Ring camera. Perhaps trying to make somebody have a mental illness. They could be following you around and taking pictures of you. There could be an athlete involved. And again, we have the word strength. And we have strength here. Ninja, master of stealth, shadow walker. So someone could be thinking that their manipulation was like stealth and that they're able to quickly cover something up by paying someone cash. That they are going to remain in the shadows. One more for angels and ancestors. Your angels and ancestors could be out here like all stealth-like. You know, all stealth-like, protecting you, like, through this challenge, giving you the courage. Someone's goal is to cover something up here by paying someone cash. There could be a soldier involved, somebody in the military. Or you are this person of high honor. Your angels, your ancestors are super loyal to you. They know you have integrity, collective. All right, let's get one more deck. Oh wait, no, I don't want that one. All right, let's find out more about what these people did. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell me about grandparent and elder rejection. Somebody, again, wanted you isolated. They wanted you rejected. They 100% knew better. They wanted to oppress you. They wanted to make you struggle. They may have even wanted to put you in chains or have you cuffed. They wanted you left behind, abandoned. But all you have is peace and harmony. You could be all like peace, love, spiritual harmony, calm, and this isn't going with this greedy family's attempt to have you rejected. This is what I'm getting is, first of all, their rejection was actually your protection, because once they started to reject you and abandon you and people started to follow suit, you knew something was going on. And when you knew something was going on, you were able to protect yourself because you realized that this was not by accident. This was by design. This is why you were not depressed. This is the thing. This was not them being successful at abandoning you, making you feel depressed. No, you actually, this was This was not you being isolated. This was you choosing solitude. There's a difference between the two. This was a choice you made. They thought they were being successful in whatever it is that they were doing here, but they weren't being successful because you have a choice. You have free will, whether or not you want to decide to be depressed and be like, have that woe is me attitude, or whether or not you want to be choosing solitude, choosing, perhaps, I don't know why I heard this, but choosing celibacy. All right, tell me more about grandparent, elder. Your passed over, you could have a passed over grandparent. Hold on, this wasn't, oh, y'all. Look what card was flipped over. Poison. I'm not going to take it. If it needs to come out, it will. Deity. Okay, now, your grandparent, passed over grandparent or elder, and I'm getting that these are your ancestors or angels. That could be either grandparents, you know, your grandparents. This could be great grandparents. Someone who's passed over is bringing you peace and harmony through this time. They're giving you downloads about what is going on here, and that they support you, so that way you can understand what all is being done here. These grandparents could be giving you literal downloads here from the divine. So you can move accordingly. Tell me about down the rabbit hole. Pisces. Somebody went down the rabbit hole when it comes to a Pisces. This is only 2 signs that have come out here, and they're both Pisces. So this is very significant. Confirmation. I don't know if you guys heard that. All right. We have Alpha, leader, assertive, and dominant. Somebody was trying to dominate someone here. The founder of the situation was trying to dominate someone, trying to create problems with your new relationships or even in a current relationship. They want you homeless. But it doesn't matter how alpha or how much of a leader this person is, they cannot come up against the divine. Somebody thought they were leading something by going down the rabbit hole when it came to something that they looked into or said. This could be greedy family. They now regret what they did. This alpha regrets. This alpha personality. Whoever wow, I can't talk. Whoever the founder is that led this campaign here against you in order to make you hungry and bankrupt, wandering aimlessly on the streets. This person is now getting a court date because they led this campaign to bring in so much hurt and betrayal, deceit and disloyalty to you. We have an Aquarius in reverse. So a distorted Aquarius could be involved. This could be who had this malicious intent. Now, this person could have Aquarius somewhere in their chart. This alpha. So this could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. This could be, most likely it's in someone's South Node or their perhaps Moon. But take it how it resonates for you, okay? This person could be a Leo Sun and an Aquarius Moon. That could just be like one possible thing. Doesn't have to be though. We have union and isolation. So somebody was trying to have a union abandon you, collective. This person is like a piece of work. Wow. So this distorted Aquarius could be trying to have, or could have tried to have a union, walk away from you, to have you isolated. This person was doing, this person is this greedy family. Call back your energy from this. I keep saying this, but I feel like I need to, reiterate that. Okay, tell me about strategy. What's up with this strategy? So they were targeting you because they thought you were alone. They were trying to interfere, hinder, or block a love relationship. I mean, we have that out here. Like 3 times. This relationship made someone very upset. This was part of their strategy to do whatever this ruthless thing was. Someone could have been trying to say, like, you were like living in your shadow side. This was all part of the manipulation. Yeah, this person could have said you had toxic attachments, that you were doing something dark, that you were doing like graveyard magic or something. That you had bad habits, that you were negative. This person is this way though. That's this person. Everything is coming out as a projection here. All right, tell me more about this strategy. So somebody was strategizing to interfere and block your relationships, to do something ruthless, cruel, to lie, say you have attachments, that you're in your shadow side, that they've been on some sort of long journey with you. They've experienced some sort of long journey with you. And we have Capricorn. Somebody could have been doing this. You could have a relationship with a Capricorn, or you're being protected from a Capricorn. A Capricorn could have a court date along with a distorted Aquarius. I don't know who this Capricorn is. This could have been, yeah, we have parents. So your parents, collective, strategized. That's the column we're under here, strategize. Your own parents strategized over perhaps a phone call, targeting you thinking you were alone. They could have been targeting a relationship that you had with a Capricorn, or there was a toxic Capricorn involved with your parents. They all strategized together, perhaps. Wow, this is crazy. Give me one more, please, for strategy. That's too many. One more for strategy. This is going to be a surprise and be shocking to you. You could expect, like anyone but your own freaking parents. Now, this may be shocking at first, an unexpected surprise at first, but this is going to bring some sort of positive change in for you. Someone could be being forced to move out of a home. And this is what I'm getting, collective. Let's say, for instance, your grandparent left you a home. Their child, who could be your parent, could have saw this as like a negative thing. Like, well, why did you leave my child at home, but you didn't leave it to me, who's the next in succession? It could have been done on paper that way purposefully, okay? Purposely. Because there are disadvantages and advantages tax-wise, transferring transferring things, it can cost money. So this grandparent might have been thinking ahead here. They were thinking ahead and thinking, I'll just leave it to my grandchild, knowing my grandchild will make sure that this house is taken care of. Because, it could be a situation where a grandparent went first. Let's say, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. So sorry. One sec. All right. Sorry about that interruption, y'all. I know it was nothing for you, but it was about 20 minutes for me. So, but let's get back into this, okay? So, again, there's something shocking about parental figures that's going to be coming out here, okay? And perhaps them trying to manipulate something with a doctor. Manipulation, this was malicious, and they could be getting a court date because of this. Tell me about accomplice. This is really with these parents could have been working with a toxic Capricorn after they did something to hinder or block your relationship. You could be finding out about this. This Capricorn could be the one who's actually whistleblowing on a situation here. Tell me about accomplice. Impersonation. So someone could have impersonated you, collective. Somebody could have taken pictures of you and then impersonated you and tried to act like they were depressed. They could have acted like you. This could either be a Pisces or you are a Pisces. They could have set up a business in your name impersonating you. This was their really dumb idea. They could have finance blocked you. So they could have blocked your finances. They could have been trying to impersonate you to block your finances. Someone could have also been impersonating somebody as an ally or as your support. Tell me about accomplice. Oh, wow, that's a lot of cards. So somebody's projecting. Okay, I'm not going to take all these. It's just too much. Tell me more about this accomplice. Finance blockages. Transformation, upgrade, rebirth. So someone could have been trying to cause you some sort of blockage in your finances to cause you to be depressed, to do something with malicious intent. But what did this do? It caused you a transformative rebirth. You could have gone through a spiritual awakening. Whatever this was, this manipulation, backfired. We have ugly spell. Somebody could have been doing something to make you look ugly, to make you... Now, ugly doesn't always mean on the outside. Of course, it could be. But this could be, the way other people looked at you. They were trying to make you look like you were something that you weren't, that you had mental illness. Again, this could have been an evil stepmother energy. They were trying to do this to their child, an innocent individual, someone who does not have a mental illness, someone who is destined for greatness. Tell me about they got it wrong. A Leo got it wrong. Collective. This Leo is the one who betrayed you. They could have reached out to a doctor. This Leo could be this evil stepmother energy. Okay, when I think of this evil stepmother, I think of Cinderella. And I'm almost 50 years old, so I haven't seen Cinderella since like the 80s. I think maybe was the last time I watched it with my younger sister. And all I remember is it Cinderella, or I don't think it was Sleeping Beauty. I think it was Cinderella. And she had the evil stepmother and the evil stepsisters, right? And what did the evil stepmother want for her? She wanted her to be a slave. She wanted to oppress her. She wanted to make her, look ugly. She wanted to make her, and she just continued to have truly love for herself. And and she overcame this in the long run, right? At the end of the movie. But this evil stepmother energy is really giving like slander, character assassination, um, trying to make you work your, if you, this is you, make this individual, whoever this reading's for, work themselves to the bone in order to even be able to barely get by. This is where these finance blockages come in. And all this did was create this transformative rebirth and upgrade for you. So you could have had some type of a glow up. This evil stepmother energy is not happy about this. Now they're trying to cover this up. Something that a Leo could have done at your work or your business. This was a betrayal. They could have done some sort of finance blockages at your business. Somebody could have whistleblown on this situation. And someone's going to be getting karma for this. This could be a Leo. Ooh. And a lover. There could be a lover here that thought they were stealth, coming to your business or something. Took this as a challenge. Or someone's trying to cover something up now. This person, this lover, could be a Leo's friend or confidant, an ally to this Leo, and helped them betray you in some way. There could be a parental figure here that worked with a lover. Thought they were a friend. Thought they had some authoritative position here or something. This could also have been a lover that you were in a union with, that this parent worked with. This evil stepmother could have worked with this lover to play detective. What? Or detective saw this. Guarded, secure, safe. This lover could have a dog, like a big dog, like a Doberman, or I don't know what this dog looks like to you, but this person could be an athlete. Tell me about they got it wrong. A lover could be involved in getting this mental illness wrong as well. Or they testified, or they were part of talking to a doctor or manipulating a doctor. This lover could have worked with your greedy family to isolate you. Tell me more. We have beta and charlatan, trickster, fraud. Somebody could have been coming across as though they were helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. But really, they were a trickster. They were a fraud. And now someone's trying to keep you quiet, or whoever this reading is for. I keep saying you, but bear with me, you guys. I sometimes interchangeably use those words because I'm used to personal readings. So tell me about angels, ancestors, intellectual theft. Somebody wanted to take some sort of something from you, some sort of either money. They could be trying to take something from your business or block your finances. Somebody's trying, whatever this is here, they're trying to cover this up. That they took something. This could be your time, your money, your energy. This could be like an energy vampire thing or person. We have candle magic. Again, we have the initial L here. Oh my goodness. You could have a passed over. Wow, y'all, I don't know why I cannot talk. You could have a passed over loved one with the initial L, first, middle, or last. That is an ancestor or an angel. This could be a grandparent. Someone was doing some sort of candle magic here or magic here to make you appear as though you were sick. That you had some sort of disease of the mind. And now they're trying to cover this up. Somebody could even be wanting to reach out to you to give you cash, or this angel ancestor could have left cash and you never received it. Somebody could have worked in cahoots with another person in order to now cover something up. They formed a dark alliance to take something from you. This could be cash, and now they're trying to cover this up. One final card for angels and ancestors. One final card. Is there anything? Oh, here we go. Huh. Wow, y'all. Look at this. Chaos, magic, and poison flipped out. Someone could have poisoned someone after creating some sort of chaos here. They could have paid someone that they were in a dark alliance with to make you sick by poisoning. Now, the other way this can be taken is if you've never been poisoned, then this could be an attempt to cause chaos by poisoning other people's minds. Okay? About you. Perhaps to say you were sick with something, like mentally sick or infectious sick. Take it how it resonates to your situation. Somebody worked with a group of people here. This is giving me dark coven, cult, gang, against their own child. This evil stepmother could have impersonated their own child. You thought this person was an ally, but they were an accomplice to causing some sort of financial blockages for you. You could have like an online business. People could be, coming to your online business. You could have a platform, and somebody could be causing issues with your platform, making it so things, you don't get the traction or you don't get the attention that you should get for whatever it is that you're doing. Interesting. Someone had the courage to actually poison someone. They could have paid someone cash to cover something up and poison you. This was greedy family. Something about a home is very significant. I'm trying to think if we should use any other decks here. Let's just get a few more. Tell me about, oh my goodness, y'all. Cards are flying everywhere. Grandparent, elder, manipulation, abandonment, commitment, and jealousy, envy. Oh my God, y'all. Look at this. Somebody manipulated a commitment you were in to abandon you. Why? Because they were jealous and envious of you. I know that this already came out in the reading, right? We already got this. But this is proof. This person was smug. They're upset. This is this evil stepmother energy here. They did not want you to have this commitment. They didn't feel you were worthy. They thought, oh, I'm worthy. I deserve this. So they manipulated someone. Perhaps yourself, your ex. They could have worked in tandem to manipulate you and them at the same time. Like, what do I mean? This person could have reached out to, let's say this is your evil stepmother. This person could have reached out to you and been like, sowing doubt. Oh, well, I heard that your partner, said that, they went to go visit their family member, but did they? Are you sure they went to go visit their family member? Because I talked to that family member, and that family member said that they never saw this person. In other words, sowing doubt in your trust for this person. All while they're going behind your back. If this is this evil stepmother energy, they know your partner. They could be reaching out to your partner and saying things like, oh, well, do you know where my child is? Do you actually know what they're doing, where they're at? And this was making your partner paranoid and perhaps stalk you. And you're like, why am I being stalked in my relationship? Like, it could have been because of this person. Now, I'm not saying that you were stalked in this reading. It's not coming out. It may still come out. But there could be weird things that went on in your relationship that you could never explain. And it would be able to be explained if you put it under the context of this person reaching out to them. This evil stepmother. So jealous and so envious of your relationship that they actually were working to manipulate this person to abandon you that you were in this commitment with, to walk away from you. This person has a mental illness. If that's the case. If that's what they did, they need to be having their head checked. All right. So this person could have done this all because they were jealous even of you receiving something that they didn't receive or didn't get. This could have even been love and attention that this grandparent, this elder gave you. Let's say this is a grandfather. This grandfather could have been more of a father to you than your own father. This elder grandfather could have been more of, could have been there for you more than they were there for their own child. Why? Because perhaps when they were raising this evil stepmother energy, they were working full time. They have the time to be able to be there like they were able to do once they were retired and be there for yourself, if that's the case. I'm just setting an example here. We have a rich guy. Grandparent, rich guy. This grandparent could be pointing at this money saying, there's money right here. You need to find this money. This greedy family is trying to take this money. Someone could be born on the 13th or passed away even on the 13th of the month. Tell me about rabbit hole, animosity, bondage. Somebody could have went down the rabbit hole when it comes to something here, trying to figure out how to bind you because they have animosity. They could have worked with somebody with the initial P, first, middle, or last. To lie, to control, to do something unjust. Either there was a Pisces involved that took part in this, or you're this Pisces that this was done to. They wanted to have you hidden, isolated. They wanted you to be invisible to perhaps a Capricorn, perhaps to whoever this cowboy energy is. Someone went down the rabbit hole when it comes to something here regarding someone with the initial P, first, middle, or last in their name. Blocked. So somebody wanted you to be blocked from a relationship. They were trying to cause problems with new relationships, past relationships. Confirmation. That's what this court date could be about here. We have thief, false narrative, and mature man. So this, oh y'all, I'm so sorry. So this person here that went down the rabbit hole with perhaps this P character to bind you was part of a false narrative, perhaps to say you were a thief, or they started a false narrative so they could take something, so they could block you from getting something. That was left to you by a mature man. Or this false narrative was told to a mature man to somehow have you blocked, or in order to get someone to believe a false narrative about you. They didn't want you having access to something. Now they regret what they did because they're looking obsessed AF. Okay, tell me about this strategy. They could have strategized here to do something really cruel and ruthless, to have you depressed, to bind you, to control your relationships, to even make you transition or cause you a whole bunch of endings. Again, we have store employee here, Capricorn, toxic, parents, and perhaps a Capricorn, but let's see. They could have strategized together. Tell me about strategy. Love offer. Somebody strategized here to do something to interfere and block a love offer. Wow. There could even be a phone call about this, collective. Or there could even be a phone call about to these toxic attachments about targeting you. Somebody could have tried to do something shocking because they knew a positive change was going to be coming in for you. This created this sparked this long journey here that you've gone through with these people. And now court. So there's court here. Somebody could be receiving a parent figure could be receiving something shocking from the courts. This person could look like this, hair a mess, all disheveled, freaking out. They could have their hand over their mouth like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Yeah, what's happening is you're doing. Crazy person. It's your doing. This could be for something someone did in 2023. Or court could be coming up on the 23rd of the month. Tell me about accomplice. Somebody impersonated a starseed, which is your energy, collective. They could have impersonated you to block your finances. My goodness. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a drink of this water because my throat chakra is raspy. My goodness. Okay. Someone does not want this message out. All right, so here we go. Someone's expectation was to have you in poverty. They could have worked again with a doctor. They could have thought about how they could work with a doctor to get you help or say something about you being in poverty. They could have impersonated you on purpose with the expectation of poverty, financial blockages. They could have reached out to a doctor and said, let me think about this. How can I manipulate this doctor? Well, I'll call the doctor and tell them, hi, I'm so-and-so's mother, evil stepmother, or I'm so-and-so's family member. And I just love the collective so much. And I think that the collective has a mental illness. And I really could use your help. Yeah, it was all manipulation. They could have even impersonated you in order to make something look like it was something it wasn't. Like that you're crazy when you're not. This could have been the final straw though here. This doctor, I'm getting this was the final straw. Okay? So there was something going on here where they did all of these things. Somebody was watching. It could have been a detective that was watching all these betrayals happen. Watching this evil stepmother be an accomplice to whatever effery this is here. And there could be somebody watching, a detective that was watching and watched you transmute all of this disgusting energy. Watched you transform and have a rebirth. Grow through the harshest conditions. And realizing how these people were so wrong. They were lusting after something. Money? A home? Perhaps? Tell me about they got it wrong. Work, labor, efforts. So all their work and their labor, their efforts, they got wrong. This Leo, perhaps, that worked really, really hard with a lover, past or present. Or they could have even tried to work with a future lover that was supposed to be coming in with and being there for you. I'm just getting whoever this, wow, that's crazy. I just said future. And distant future comes out. Again, someone could have worked with someone that was going to be a future partner of yours. But there's some sort of justice coming in here. Someone could have traveled. And realized that they needed to go back after traveling somewhere, or they traveled somewhere and they got something wrong, or they did something wrong on a travel. They're getting a message about this, about their travels. Now, a whole bunch of cards came out here. I'm not going to take them. They'll come out if they need to, but we've got third party sitch, house, voodoo, achievement, manifestation, and karmic masculine. So yeah, this person was perhaps a third party in a relationship. They could have caused some sort of issues. Somebody could be born in July. We have a very strong Leo presence here. We have Leo out here. We have strength out here. And now we have this message card with the number 7 on it. So there's something significant about a Leo. A July Leo. Oh, and death magic. Somebody could be getting a message. Someone could be born in 1964 that's getting a message about a Leo. All right, tell me about angels, ancestors. Confusion, illusion. So this death magic could have been confusion, illusion magic. On a rising star. So someone did some confusion, illusion magic to cause endings for a rising star. I mean, this is very much repetitive, but at the same time, it's confirmation as well that whatever this person did, they got it wrong. They could have done some confusion, illusion magic on a doctor, on a partner, on a rising star. One more, please. We have boss in reverse. So this is giving, like, again, it's giving oppression. It's giving, like, cruel, tyrannical behavior here. Authoritative, whatever. Someone could be born in 1988, or someone's getting karma, severe karma, for these endings that they tried to create for you. These road closures, these road blockages. This could have been in your career, your reputation, your social status. Because 9 and 1 is 10. 10th house is like career, reputation. So this was something, endings in your career, endings in your reputation, your social status. But this is really giving, like, you can see those birds in the background, right? And this is under angels and ancestors. Your angels and ancestors are aware. They watch these road closures, these blockages happen for you. They were monitoring this. They were monitoring this person be a trickster, a fraud, because they wanted to take something. They watched this person perhaps even poison you, cause chaos in your life with a whole dark coven here. They watched them pay money to do this. Tell me more about this, ancestors, angels. Cover up. What else do we need to know? We have health concern and nice guy. Somebody could have, one of these endings that this person tried to do here was tell some nice guy here that maybe you were going to start a relationship with, that you had some sort of health concern, either mental or physical. 1, 2, 3 on the clock when I say that. Or this is what this person is trying to cover up. What they did. So this could very much lead to a court date here. Because everything this person did was malicious. It was super manipulative. It was out of jealousy and envy. And then to poison someone, or even poison someone's mind with lies, is slander, character assassination. It's very much a chargeable crime here. Trying to get people to walk away from you, a divine being, an angel, an earth angel. This is giving earth angel energy here. Someone could have been operating under this divine energy. This person could have been pretending this could be like their MO. They could walk around talking the talk and walking the walk, even though they're a fake, they're a fraud, they're a charlatan. Because you can't be divine and be taking something from another. It doesn't work that way. In this situation, it does not work that way. All right. These are the final two cards. We have divination and ancestors. Wow. Divinity, divination, and ancestors. This person could do divination and act like they're like an earth angel. Or you could actually be this angel who connects with your ancestors to do divination. Now, if that's the case, this person was trying to make this look dark. They were trying to make it look like, because you connect to the divine, that you were doing something dark, when in fact, you weren't. You aren't. Just another character assassination by this most likely Leo. All right, so you guys, this reading has gone pretty long. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Let me know if this reading resonates for you, if you know about something like this. I'll be honest, in the readings that I've done for the last few months, this has been a very common storyline that's been coming out. So let me know if this makes sense for you, if you are aware of these things, if you're aware of what this person did with a doctor, with a relationship, with perhaps a pharmacy, with perhaps a father energy, a corrupt father, a corrupt mother. Let me know if you feel like someone's trying to keep you quiet. If someone did this out of greed, out of jealousy, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Also, if you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. It does help get these messages out to others. And subscribe if you would like to be part of the family. And I'm going to let you guys go. Just remember, you are loved. You are appreciated. And yeah, and I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? All right, bye.